Hello everyone, my name is Jack Southall and it is time, of course, for the Raw review for June 29th, 2015, coming at you live from the nation's capital, Washington DC. Let's get into it. So we get Seth Rollins coming out to the ring with Kane and J&J security, and he does the biggest cock-sucking we've ever seen in the history of WWE. Now, he didn't actually suck J&J's dicks, that would have been gross, but he came out here and he talked about power, and you do something that Roman Reigns couldn't do, or John Cena couldn't do if his life depended on it, or Undertaker couldn't do, which was blah 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 blah. And then he took a trip to Suplex City and burned it to the ground. And that Lesnar is going to Japan for the Beast in the East event. Expect a review on that. So then Kane, J&J are in the ring, and they're pretty much made up. And how he injured his friend and mentor, Jamie Noble, who's alright, and how he broke 3 of his ribs. And that he's tougher than every person in this arena. And that to show his appreciation for Kane and J&J helping him out, he bought them all Apple Watches, and he told fans to go onto YouTube and relive the most epic beatdown in WWE history. Well, he should be saying, oh, go onto YouTube and watch Jack Southall reviews, but you know, you can't always get what you want. He said, as for Kane, he got something special for him. And a lot has changed since 1997, and he talked about, you know, Apple Watches weren't even an idea, Bill Clinton was president, internet was still dial-up, and that Paul Heyman was still a fat, disgusting, slimy, rotten, filthy piece of crap, even though he was running ECW during that time. And so Seth Rollins then says, for that, I'm going to give you a vacation to Hawaii. Yes, the big red demon monster who shoots flames out of his ass is going to Hawaii. Run. Please, I feel sorry for the people in Hawaii. And that he says, how about we destroy Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns tonight in a no disqualification tag team match? And the crowd's like, yeah, cool. Then Rollins says, oh, but wait, there's more. And then he gives J&J security a Cadillac, I believe. It's a new one. And the crowd doesn't give a shit. There's some woman saying, oh, look at the fucking car. And it's like The Price is Right for some reason. They should have got Bob Barker to do it again. But, oh well, Mr. Excitement, the Big Show, comes out. And he is going to take on Mark Henry. So we're off to a good start. Big Show, how this match ended, of course. Big Show stunned him with the right hand, takes him down with the KO punch, and Big Show got the win in a pretty crap match. But then Ryback came in, he ran in, and he's hitting lariats onto the Big Show, and just pretty much taking him down. Miz was on commentary throughout the entire match, if anyone gave a shit. Ryback pretty much beats the crap out of both of them, gets a microphone, says he doesn't want to wait until later the evening to face him, and the Miz declines, and he faces Ryback later on. This is how, I like how Ryback did that. I think this is the best thing for his character. Be a tough dude, don't give any shits, just, if you see someone that pisses you off, give them a meat hook, clothesline, and shell shock. That's all you need to do for Ryback. It's that simple. Anyway, so Miz took on Ryback. How this ended, Miz booed him in the face a couple times and tell him, stay down, and then Ryback blocked a kick, took him down a few times, hit a spine buster, set him up in the corner, then Miz ran out like a little pussy, then Ryback hit the meat hook, Miz runs to the back like a little bitch, and Ryback wins by count out. Anyway, so, yeah, tonight's show was sponsored by Terminator Genesis, because they told you 20 million times throughout the show. Anyway, we get Paige versus Alicia Fox with the Bella Twins in their corner. They're doing this thing where, like, Paige is rallying the Divas together to stop the Bellas because they're dominating, which, no, not really. just I hate how they're gonna surpass Nikki with that surpass AJ with the championship just to get AJ's name off of there. It's just WWE is just a petty fucking company. Anyway, they had some time. Wasn't amazing by any means, but it wasn't shit. What happened was Paige fights back against Alicia, hits her face in the corner. Then she just knees away at her before hitting a trio of short arm clotheslines and hits a drop kick. She hits super kick, 2 count. Then Nikki's trying to distract her. She quickly scares off the apron. Alicia gets the roll up. Paige turns it and picks up the win. So, yeah, is this going to lead to a match at Battleground between Paige and Nikki? Wouldn't be surprised. How many times have we seen that match this year? We saw it at Fastlane, and we didn't see it in Extreme Rules. Did we see it at Payback? Or Money in the Bank? I'm sure they've wrestled on one of those pay-per-views. But anyway, so we get John Cena making his way out to the ring. He's a finalist for the ESPN Sports Humanitarian of the Year award, so good for him. He says, he's like, alright guys, the United States Open Challenge. He didn't even say anything, he just got in the ring and told the cameraman that it starts now. And then Kevin Owens came out, and he gets in the ring, and he's like, alright, I'm going to face you. And I'm like, wait, they're facing a Battleground. And Owens is like, alright, let's go. No, Cena's like, alright, let's go. Owens says, you know what, I'm going to wait until Battleground. He actually makes sense. And says, he'll be the one to take the United States title from Cena, unless this man does, and it's Cesaro. And I'm like, yes! So we're getting John Cena versus Cesaro for the United States Championship. Awesome. Kevin Owens is on commentary, and just like he was on, what was it? NXT, he's just being a prick to Michael Cole and Byron Saxton. You know, they're cheering for Super Cena and JBL's on Kevin Owens' side. They have a very, very good match, these two. So there was a lot of cool stuff, running uppercut. He did the swing, and yeah, they just did moves left and right. Cena did this move where, like, I don't know how to explain it. He gets, like, hang on a second, I'll grab some figures. Oh, right here. The move that Cena did, because it's kind of hard to explain, just bear with me. Oh, there's Cesaro, and where's fucking Super Cena? Oh, there he is. So, Cena and Cesaro, I'll move up a bit closer, and he did this move where, like, okay, so, he's up like this, fuck, and he's just, boom, like that. So, that kind of move, if that makes any sense, which was pretty cool to see. And Cesaro just did a bunch of uppercuts a number of times. Cesaro took him down, did the Cesaro swing for like 6 or 7 goes, and then he does a sharpshooter to pay homage to his partner, my boy Tyson. Oh, I feel so bad for him. His neck injury is just, ugh. I'm praying for you, dude. I'm praying for Tyson. And then Owens gets up from commentary, and then clubs Cesaro in the back of the head, causes disqualification. So Cesaro wins by DQ, but Cena still retains the title. Then Owens just pushes him into the ropes, hits him with a pop-up powerbomb. Owens then sends Cena into the ropes, hits a pop-up powerbomb, mentions that if anyone takes the title from Cena, it'll be him. So this makes me wonder, now that he's taken out Cesaro, I'm starting to think Owens and Cesaro could have a match. Because maybe at Battleground, Owens does beat Cena for the title. And then the next night, let's just say Kevin Owens is going to win again, and then Cesaro beats him up, and something like that. And it could lead to Cesaro versus Kevin Owens for the United States title, which would be awesome, by the way. But, you know, you never know what could happen. Cesaro will probably just piss off and we'll never see him again. Then we get a Bray Wyatt promo. He's got a picture of Roman Reigns, and it's like, anyone but you. And that was his catchphrase the entire night. And he says he should open Reigns' eyes so we can see the truth, close his mouth so he tells no lies. And he says, love isn't fair, man. And that he talks about his daddy issues and all that, and says that Reigns will never succeed, and he goes 1, 2, and afterwards we get the Lucha Dragons and the Primetime Players versus Bo Dallas and the New Day. Before that, we got footage of The Rock showing up at a live event. For those who don't know, he showed up at a Boston, Massachusetts live event, and he pretty much hit the rock bottom on Bo Dallas. He must have been in town filming a film or whatever, and he says, "Oh, WWE's in town, might as well show up." And yeah, that's how it goes. So Bo Dallas isn't really happy about The Rock hitting the rock bottom on him. So yeah, pretty okay match. Everyone gets thrown out of the ring at the end, and it leads to Kingston and Titus O'Neil. Kingston boots him in the face, goes to the top rope. O'Neil catches him, hits a out spinebuster for the win. So, yeah, congratulations to the Lucha Dragons and Primetime Players. And then we get Dolph Ziggler and Lana. They're coming out, and they're going to go public with their relationship. And, yeah, Lana's hair is down, but she's not got in the bun. She's got like a ponytail, which I dig. Lana's just, she's so amazing. And yeah, Dolph is saying, and they're all being, you know, bashful. It's like, alright, so yeah, we're gonna go public with our relationship and all that. And I'm like, alright. And so they're just giggling, and that we did it to just make Rusev jealous, but now we're a thing. And then Lana's like, you know, Rusev made me do bad stuff. He made me do bad shit and talk silly and dress and feel about America and pretty much like that. And now that she's her own person, and of course the smart crowd was like, what? Like, stop that fucking... It wasn't needed. Then Rusev, the cripple, comes out. He's just hopping away on his little... with his little foot. It was adorable. And, Rusev's got like, oh, I never loved you. And that kissing her was like a cold fish. And Ziggler cuts him off and asks him, like, you're such a scumbag, dude. You're talking trash about my girl. And, oh, wait. Did I just say girl? Does that hurt a bit? And he's just like rubbing it in. And then Summer Rae just shows up out of nowhere. And, because she was there last week. And that Summer says something she wants Lana to hear. And that she hates Gold Diggers, in that at WrestleMania, when Rusev lost to Cena, she just didn't like him anymore. And that Rusev is just kind of pretty much sucking his dick in more ways than one. Then Summer tells Lana that she's a two-faced conceiving phony. And then Lana laughs. Summer just slaps the piss out of her. And it's a cat fight! Woohoo! Anyway, so, yeah, that was alright. Interesting to see if there'll be a Ziggler-Rusev feud. Well, there is, but match at Battleground if Rusev gets all healed up and he's okay. If not, it will lead to SummerSlam, and it'll probably be Dolph Ziggler and Lana versus Summer Rae and Rusev. So that should be interesting. Anyway, we get Dean Ambrose talking to some of the Terminator statues backstage. Then Mr. Cock-His-Fist comes out and asks Ambrose if he's ready. He's like, I'm bone ready. And that... He's like, oh, you pissed off, Roman. Why, was Wyatt getting to you? And he's like, oh, I know what it feels like. And that Reigns has been out of shape and he hates Wyatt. And he wants to break some skulls. And Ambrose is like, yeah, that's what we want to see. And Reigns is like, let's raid, and let's kill people. Pretty much. So, yeah, so that's the Roman Reigns I like to see. Just a pissed off guy who just beats people up. That's cool. Then we get Neville versus Sheamus. It was a match that happened. Neville went for the Red Arrow. Sheamus kicks the ropes. Neville falls down to the canvas. He's getting ready for his bro kick. Neville counters, roll up, near fall, and then quickly hits bro kick. He gets a win. So yeah, I forgot Sheamus was even part of this show tonight. Anyway, we get King Barrett versus Jobbin' Jack Swagger. So, King Barrett says that I am the king of the ring, and I like to make a royal decree going for it, and that all of my opponents will bow to my feet and respect me, even though Swagger didn't do any of that. Barrett hit the bull hammer, Swagger jobbed, and King Barrett won. So then we get to the main event, no disqualification tag team match. Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins and Kane. So, yeah, during this match, a lot of stuff happened, lots of outside interference. Anyway, so he did a bit where, like, Roman Reigns just Superman punched everyone. Seth Rollins jumped off, and he hit the Superman punch, which was really cool. And then Seth Rollins just oversold it, which was funny as shit. Then Bray Wyatt showed up, and he attacked Reigns from behind, threw him into the steps. And Ambrose got on his feet. Kane and Rollins came in too. Kane goes for chokeslam. Ambrose elbows him, hits the rebound clothesline. Goes for the dirty deed. Rollins attacks him. Rollins then goes for the pedigree. Ambrose fights it. Kane hits the chokeslam. Rollins follows up pedigree, and they get the win. And then the Authority pretty much beats up on Ambrose and Reigns, and they powerbomb Reigns through a table. And then Bray Wyatt slowly makes his way in the ring, hits Sister Abigail, and laughs as the show comes to an end. So, the ending could have been a lot better. He could have cut like a really creepy promo, setting up something that'll happen next week. But, you know, match was decent. Yeah, just a decent match. Okay ending. You know, Rollins is just trying to send a statement to Lesnar. And, yeah, so, overall, this Raw gets a bum sideways. It was okay, but